Welcome back to another installment of Trust Matters, Real Estate and Estate Planning Solutions with Gateville Law Firm. They are located in Yorkville and online at gatevillelawfirm.com. And we've got Sean Robertson from Gateville Law Firm in studio once again. Hello there, Sean.
Hello, how are you doing today, Mike?
Doing all right. How about you?
I'm doing great. The weather's been nice lately, so you can't beat it.
That's for sure. And today we want to keep people away from some mistakes that they sometimes make, and we're trying to point them in the right direction when it comes to estate planning. And I guess there's some common things that people do that they just shouldn't do, right?
Yeah, I hear it a lot. Like sometimes people will call me where they have a power of attorney for like mom or dad, and they want to create a trust at that point. And, that's most attorneys are going to frown upon it and be very careful because, most powers of attorney don't allow people to do it. And even if it does, it just raises a lot of duress and coercion problems.
So when we focus on some of these mistakes, one of the main ones is just not updating an old existing will or trust. I think we've touched on this before.
Yeah, because a lot of people, maybe you moved from another state or you had an old trust or a will when your kids were young, and now they're adults. And, a lot of times it's time to refresh that will or trust. And most attorneys are going to be very reluctant to amend a document that's over 10 years old because the law has changed and a lot of things have changed. So, but the first step is, to make a decision to update or change your will or trust.
Yeah, so there could have been some big life-changing events since the last time you did it, and you want to make sure that whatever you have on file is still reflecting your views and what you want to have happen with your assets.
Yeah, correct. And what I also find, Mike, is a lot of times a lot of attorneys are better at preparing documents, but the people don't understand how to use them. So a lot of times you find people that may have a trust and their house isn't in the trust, their assets aren't in the trust. So whether you're using AI or thinking about it, execution of a trust and estate plan is equally important as getting the documents updated.
Another mistake is not having powers of attorney. So what's going on here?
Yeah, so a lot of times you want to. There's two types of powers of attorney: one for finances or property, and a second for healthcare. So a lot of times the statutory powers of attorney that you'll get online are just bare bones, and they don't have all the details that they probably should. Like, for example, a financial power of attorney, if you don't specifically give somebody the ability to handle a retirement account or pension, you don't have the ability to handle that asset, even though most people think you do. So these are the type of things that we talk to people about, and we give them a more comprehensive estate plan and asset protection plan.
And the less you have mapped out here, that's the more likelihood the courts have to get involved, right?
Correct. A big area, our population is aging, and unfortunately, when you don't have a power of attorney or you have some gaps, that's where guardianship court comes in. And one of the biggest concerns and liability concerns that's facing our seniors and retirees are health care and long-term care costs.
Yeah, and that kind of leads into our third mistake people make, is that they just don't think and plan for the potential of a long-term health care cost.
Yeah, like I see it a lot where, like we've gotten a couple calls where people want to sell a house and one of the heirs is disabled and on government assistance, and now they want to figure out what they can do to protect that asset, and it's really almost impossible. Like last week, I think I spoke to somebody that had a person that was disabled and they wanted to sell, but they had to go open up a probate estate because if their brother or sister gets an inheritance from a real estate sale, it's going to disqualify them for their public benefits they're getting.
So there are basically three things to do if you want to make sure you don't get into this situation where you haven't thought about the long-term care costs. What can they do to kind of get a head start on this?
Yeah, I think number one is they can have a power of attorney for property and healthcare. They can have an updated trust, and a lot of times these documents will provide some protections in case these things occur. But I think the biggest thing is you need a comprehensive trust that deals with the long-term care, because a trust isn't just about probate avoidance. It's also about protecting assets for the survivors and the kids after that.
A lot of complicated issues here, and the people that are ready to answer your questions are the folks at Gateville Law Firm. They are located in Yorkville. They're online at gatevillelawfirm.com. Sean Robertson and his team ready to take care of any issues you have. Make it easy so that you have peace of mind. Give them a call, 630-780-1034. Thanks for listening to another installment of Trust Matters, Real Estate and Estate Planning Solutions.